just feels like Mother Earth is like ready to have this baby, like get it out. And, we're all here for the ride.
So with the spike, how long are the spike intervals at that like 8 hertz frequency?
It
Is it
really
just like
varies.
a spike or is it like
No, so it's never going to
consistent?
be when we are receiving this energy, it's not just a push because it kind of reverberates. So it tends to be prolonged. The longer it reverberates, the more it loses it's kind of like loses its power. It starts out really strong and then it kind of does like this
Okay.
and works its way out. Usually big white spikes like that I see on the graph last anywhere from 2 to 24 hours depending on what type of energy it is. And during those big white spikes is when the 7.83 will rise. If we get red spikes, a lot of times it will push it down a little bit because red is typically associated with lower release energies.
That root chakra.
That root chakra,
That's right.
she is
And
just
actually, now because now that you mentioned like the chakras, Tamara, can you go into like are the pulses or is the frequencies connected to the chakras in some way as well? Because I feel like in
right.
some of your videos you connect.
Yeah. So the way it was shown to me through observation and meditation is the energy comes in from the top and it starts at your crown, right? Depending on how long the spike is how far down it goes in your system. It rarely is that we have big white energy that comes down to the root. And I think that's because most of us are trying to release in our root. We have a lot of teachings, beliefs, and understandings that the new energy isn't as important in the root as the release energy. You will see on the graph there will be these blips of red dots that come up, and a lot of times those are associated way down towards the bottom of the graph where your sacral chakra and your root would be. Also your earthly energies, Bottom 3 chakras associated with your physical manifestation, top 3 chakras associated with your etheric manifestation, and the heart is the center where they come together and you lead a heart-centered life. So just depending on where it is on the graph.